Welcome onto another episode of the Purely Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and this is my guy
_T Hills, and we back
for another one.
I wasn't about to say
For
that.
another one.
I was thinking more of like the old
For
school
another
diva.
one.
For
No. You didn't see how I took it? For another one. For another one. For another one.
See, you got the closed hand singing. I got the open hand. You got to
one.
open it up.
For another
You know
one.
how the old women used to
Man,
sing
we
and they used to show their breasts?
We supposed to be so in sync that we finish each other's.
Oh, you no.
Come on, man. We in sync. Come on.
No,
we finish each other's.
trash cans. But
That's crazy. I guess
you
we
are
got that in sync.
married. We are close.
Not that.
But
not.
we
are brotherly close. We're business
I don't
partners
play
close.
like that. I
We're
don't play with
co-hosts.
married men like that.
Oh my! I hope you don't play married men
I
at
don't
all.
play with married men like that.
I hope you don't play with men at all. That's that. Let's get down to the root of it. Now you got me. Now you got me thinking. What you mean with married men?
No,
you shouldn't play with men at all like that, boy.
Yeah, hey,
That's
hey,
crazy.
you know it's crazy. We are similar in a lot of ways, though. We are similar in a lot of ways. And I be seeing it. I be like, damn, like, that's my boy.
Me too.
That is my boy.
Me too,
That is my boy.
Mr. Sagittarius.
Yeah, that is. Oh yeah,
How was your weekend? How was your Saturday?
it was smooth, man.
And your Friday, I guess.
It was very smooth, man. I just spending time with family.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. And it's like when you slow down, or as you get older as a man, you see that when you slow down, you are going to enjoy the little things a lot more
Yeah,
because you're not chasing the dozens. And I'm not on social media crazy.
yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
posting like crazy or
Yeah.
trying to actually keep up with the Joneses in my mind, so
Yeah.
to say. So I literally just enjoy being around my people, seeing them
Fire.
smile. That's what makes me smile. And then when I get my time to myself, which I did get, I enjoy that even more.
Went
So,
crazy.
yeah, bro, I'm good, bro. What about you?
Thank you. That's really why I asked. I didn't really care about you. I ain't gonna lie. I just wanted you to. I just wanted.
Ask about
But
me.
you gotta be polite and listen, sit through it. Like, oh yeah. Now ask about me. Come on, ask
Right,
about
ask
me,
me.
man. So Friday, right? Had to go to work at night,
Mhm.
7 to 7 that night. Got off Saturday. What I said, Saturday or Friday? I said Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Right. Okay. So Saturday morning, I get off that morning, 7 a.m. that morning. My brother's moving, so I went straight over there to help him move. And I was up yesterday since Friday night, 7 till like we finished helping him move to like 5 p.m., bro.
Wow.
And I might be lying. Because I think I got home around 8 or 7. Because then I had to make a run for my aunt. So yeah, because then we had to go to Gonzales, unpack the storage.
You would make Hispanic people so upset, bro.
There you go with the stereotype. No,
I'm
we
just
spoke about this
saying.
before. Don't go there.
That's not a
Don't go
They
there.
work hard. They work very hard.
What I just said is literally me working hard. I'm just
no,
saying.
that's you complaining
No, I'm
about
not.
a day
No,
that
I'm
you
vent-
had.
I'm venting to my co-host, my friend. I thought the world of the Purely Talk podcast that want to hear this type of stuff. You just can't help yourself but be racist or
No.
stereotype. Like, why would you jump to that?
No, this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
If I would have did what you did, one,
You wouldn't have done it.
you know, we can tell that you're not fully Hispanic.
You
Why?
wouldn't have done it.
Oh, because I'm black.
Don't rely on Ty.
Because I'm black.
He gonna be late and then he gonna leave. As soon as you feed him, he gonna
Wow.
leave. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, but this how you know he part black and not fully Hispanic. Talking about people out there didn't know he was half Hispanic, half black. Right. Peter's out.
We peeping.
Look how long it took him to move. They'd have had that done in 2 hours.
So
They'd have unpacked the house, moved the house to it. You could have crossed state.
it's an entire
2 hours.
It's an entire house.
I'm born Hispanic.
It's an entire house.
Hit.
Ask me. Well,
I'm
so
talking about Hispanic.
yeah.
I'm just-
I
I see. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I
Bro.
used to sell watermelons in the. I'm sorry. Let me quick.
You go,
I
you go,
used
you
to
go,
sell
you go.
watermelons in the summer as a kid growing up in high school, right? So I went to the watermelon fields in Lucedale, Mississippi, where we got
Slavery.
the watermelons, and I used to see a lot of Hispanic people. They used to really be on back of the truck, son, like hit, like tossing the melon, like I'm talking about like nothing, bro. And then this is acres,
Bro, you got once you get once you get a system going, you don't mess it up. You don't mess it up. So we had a system going yesterday, but it was still a lot of stuff to move. And then once everybody left, that's my brother. So now I'm helping unpack. I'm helping build bed sets. I'm helping do stuff. You know, that's my brother. So I was up all day yesterday. Went home, came home late. we were supposed to start this thing at 8:30, which we still ended up doing it pretty good.
Yeah, we doing well.
I overslept this morning, but it's okay to oversleep because with these guys, I have about 5 more oversleeps to go because him and my brother have been late so many times. Like I have earned the man. I'm running late in my own house. Yeah, I'm running late. Wait outside. I'm running late. Running late. No, because they always late.
There's
so
no
you can't judge me for being late in my own house. I don't care. I'm saying what I say.
Late, people. How can you run late when the studio is in a room?
I
in your
overslept.
Home?
I overslept. Okay, I overslept. I was so tired last night. I didn't put no alarm on.
But technically, if you count that as being late as coming into the studio later than the time we discussed, then even when we're late, you still come into the studio and start after the time that was discussed. So that technically makes you late still.
No.
So you have no late times.
Because I'm here.
No.
I'm literally, whenever I'm ready, I'm in here. Either setting up or working on anything on my computer, I'm in here. Now, y'all be running late. That's why I was waiting for you in the text message to like be like, oh, there you go being late. I wanted that energy.
Wow.
That was the energy I wanted it.
Wow,
because I was ready. Yeah, because I was ready to be like, nah, Ty, you always late. You have no space or room to talk. Oh, I gotta drop this off. Oh, I gotta pick this up. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that.
I got a kid.
Hey, bro, but I respect it. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying that gives me some leeway. That gives me a little space between late and like I can be late and I can afford it. It's all right.
Yeah, and I give an excuse because but like I said, bro, you like my thing is. The only reason why I said you still late is because you're judging it off the fact that today you were late. And technically, how could you be late if you were already here?
Because according to your text message, you was going to be here at 8:30.
Yeah.
So if you would have been here at 8:30, I wasn't going to be ready. I got to brush my teeth. I got to wash my face. I got to make my tea.
So hold on. Any other episode this is why you see how I walked them into this? So this is why I say you talking about any other time you ain't late because you already here. You probably setting up, but this is that. But after you done setting up like any other time, because when I came in today, the studio was set up.
Yes.
So just like any other time, you come in late, but you're coming back in with a hat. Or some, let me get a hat.
Oh, I definitely.
Or let me get a water. So technically, you've been late more by your standard on that. You've been late more than what you say.
This Ty's math is like girls' math.
No,
makes no sense. Absolutely. How is it that you're telling me? Listen to what I'm saying. On a regular day, when we say let's meet for 8:30, right? I'm here.
All right.
If you're not here and I happen to leave out to go do something else, doesn't make me late. I'm here. I'm not gonna just wait for you in this spot. Now, like I said, I do be here, but in the example that you just pointed out, yeah, I might walk back out because I'm not just about to sit here if I'm done doing what I gotta do. Wow, 8:30, 8:31, 8:32, 8:33. Oh, they not coming. You're late. Whoever gets here first is on time. If you don't, and then if the second person doesn't reach at the designated time, you're late. I can't be late if I'm here. Just because I leave and come back doesn't make me late.
Technically, if you didn't start, let's be honest. Technically, if you didn't start,
how am I going to start without my team?
We're not late.
How am I going to start without my team?
You know what I'm saying, because you could be like, oh, see, I'm waiting on them, y'all. And then every episode they saw us calling in. And then this Ken. No, I'm not late. I'm not late.
How unprofessional would that be?
You know what? I don't think y'all Hispanic. I don't think y'all.
You know what?
Y'all Arabic.
You know what?
He's Arabian, man. He gotta be, bro.
Let's do this. Nah, I'm gonna start. No, because no. You know why I can't even? You know why I can't start it? Because we have a jingle. We have a jingle. EHE. These are my guys. Ken Stu. T Hills. Side follow me for more gay advice. You know, stuff like that.
Wow.
Stuff like that. My point is, the people
follow me on the ground.
You feel me? So the people are now expecting when they hear the clapping and the salute, hey, and the song, they're expecting that. So now what? I'm gonna start because if that's the case, I might start the next 5 episodes by myself, knowing y'all.
I'm just saying, but the thing is, you're bringing us to court, and technically, while we in court, you have no evidence because the people seen every episode of us starting on time. It looked like we started on time because we were always together. But if you'd have started without us, and then when it came in, you'd have been like, ha.
And that's the narcissism.
They're not here yet. And then we'd have came in, We'd have came in, boom, boom, behind each other. Because I didn't came into an episode.
Yes.
You know
That's
what I mean?
how late you was. You was almost 20 minutes late. Ain't nobody about to wait on 20 minutes. Especially if my co-host said we only got him, we only got him for a certain amount of time. Because he think he's the president.
Yeah.
So he's like, man, I only got 30 minutes. Only got 35 minutes. So if I only got him for 30, 35 minutes, I got to move forward. I can't just wait for holding us back.
You know what's
funny?
It's crazy. But you know what's funny? Ken can say what he want. He enjoys doing this. As much as he try to make it seem like it annoys him.
He does.
And he wants to just live his everyday life because he's fine. D enjoys this because even that day I came late, he stayed longer than the 30 minutes allotted.
He does. He did.
He enjoys this, bro.
He does. He does.
So we miss you, my boy. Bring your big forehead self back. We need Hetty.
We do need Hetty.
All we have is head and head. We need Hetty.
Yeah, that's true. We do need Hetty. The narcissism in you to think that because...
What makes me a narcissist?
Because I feel like you don't see the grace I'm showing you when I'm starting not at the designated time so that the people think that you're a great person. That you're an untimely person. So instead of you're throwing me on, you're throwing me under the bus, right? Saying I should start on time to get proof and evidence that you or my brother or whatever might not be here. But what I'm doing, I'm showing grace. I'm like, nah, we're gonna stretch it. We're gonna wait for the team here. That's my heart of gold. Your narcissist self is, or maybe I'm not using the right word, but yeah, you're a narcissist. I don't know. Is like, oh, you should start to get them. No, man, I'm showing you grace. Be thankful. Be grateful. Be appreciative. You ungrateful bastard.
See, just because I grew up without my daddy. But no. See, and this is the thing. He's trying to say, how am I ungrateful, right? I appreciated the opportunity.
No,
but
you just
like
the bus.
Giants, there's a story that they tell in football, right? The guy said, all right, guys, be back here for, I think he said 8:30. Rest in peace of Junior Seau. He said 8:30, buddy. He was like 9:30, 10:30. Yeah, you know what I mean. So whatever time I show up,
we don't know what that means, Ty. You said nothing.
That's when the cameras should start rolling.
Said
you
nothing.
Heard me? So think about it. You think that when everybody else is on the photo shoot or the video shoot or on the shoot, that the cameras are rolling for real? They might get a little B-roll. But the real shot is when the star shows up. That's all I'm saying, baby.
Narcissist. Okay, there go my point. See, now you brought it back. You proved my point. Narcissist.
Hold on. But
he
how
thinks
am
about
I just
him.
But think about it. How am I being narcissistic? People get in the comment section.
It's about him.
When you see this clip, how am I being narcissistic within this conversation? When, in fact, we are not just talking about myself. We are also talking about Hetty. So, wait. So that's team. That's me thinking for the team. I'm thinking for Hetty because Hetty's not here.
Cap. So now you're including the person that isn't present in your narcissistic views. What if he doesn't agree with you?
I believe that.
What if he doesn't agree with you?
He would only agree if you premised it a certain way, which I know you have an evil mastermind of doing to him.
Now I'm evil. Oh my God.
He has an evil way of
this is crazy.
like playing telephone to Ken, and Ken would be like, oh, until I explain it to Ken, he'd be like, oh, so you didn't say that. You didn't say that.
Cap.
You didn't tell me that.
What happens is T misremembers how he tells the story. One thing about me, I'm very unbiased when retelling a story. My telephone game is pretty accurate. Someone could tell me something and I retell it, and I'll be maybe not 100% on that, but I'll probably be like 99.9. So that 0.1%, you got me. But 99.9% times, boy, I'm retelling the story exactly how it was told to me.
If comes back 99.9, that's still a 0.1. That's, like.
But what I'm saying, I'm not perfect. I'm not a narcissist like you. I'm not perfect, so I know.
Perfect.
So I know I'm human. I know I'm human. So I know that I might misquote one word or a letter in there. Instead of saying boat, I might say float. Like something small. That was 2 letters, by the way. But something small. But I feel like when you retell the story, I probably give you 50% accuracy.
Oh, because you say I'm going to glorify myself?
That, or you going to make it sound like you didn't say exactly all that, especially when it paints you crazy.
Oh, no, I can take that. I like to laugh at stuff like that. That's what I'm telling you. You can believe T Hills, baby. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe and get the booty juice. You know what I'm saying?
Booty
quick
juice.
Side juice. Quick side commercial. For all my people out there in the Purely Talk world, you know what I'm saying? Go on Instagram, put the @ type in BOUTTE_JUICE. BOUTTE_JUICE. Booty juice. This is a drink, like your boy Flim said on Soul Plane. This is a thing that'll make you want to do the huckabuck and pass out in your own juices. So again, but it was created by Sam I Am.
You making
is the original creator. You know what I'm saying? It was built up by Angela White. Two great women that came together with this drink. I'm telling you, I love it. The whole hood loves it.
Now he's for
y'all
black
go
women.
out there and y'all go get that booty juice.
Now he's for black women. That's crazy. Now he's for black women.
But I'm the narcissist, right? In commercial break. I'm the narcissist, but he wants to bring it. He's trying to blame me for not thinking. I'm thinking about the team, baby. I'm thinking about Hetty. I'm thinking about these two great women who came with a great product, and only for people 21 to know this is an alcoholic beverage.
Facts. The thing is, what it is when you extend the commercial past 30 seconds, that's why commercials are short, bro. Ain't nobody got the attention span to listen to that whole
commercials
thing.
are longer. That's why on YouTube they have a skip button.
Nobody care. Thank you. And guess what the people did when you did all that? When you went longer than the allotted time,
they know. No, you know what they did?
They pressed that fast forward.
No. They hit that up. They hit that up like everybody doing the iPhone. They went to IG. They typed in BOUTTE_JUICE.
Oh, is that what they
Again,
did?
BOUTTE_JUICE. Booty Juice, and they subscribed to and they followed that platform, and they also placed the order for either a gallon or two 12-ounce bottles.
So Booty, because I saw you talking about this on the Rooted show.
Yeah.
BOUTT.
Yeah, not booty.
Yes. Okay. Because I was like, where is hell booty juice, and why would anybody want to buy booty juice?
You know what would be crazy? Think about
Why
it.
don't y'all change the name?
People bought that perfume or that little strip or the incense, whatever, that had Erykah Badu's vagina scent on it. So I do believe that if someone came with a booty juice, it'll go viral, and at some point it'll
probably sell out at first, but I don't think it's gonna be that. Maybe. Well, then maybe.
But
what
booty
what it
juice
is you have to have some type of legacy, because I don't think like a Megan Thee Stallion or a Glorilla could have came out and sold that type of perfume and sold. I doubt it. But Erykah Badu, who's had years in the game, has a solid following, she's always been kind of, I ain't gonna say weird, just different. She's always been different, and people support her.
Yeah, but I think
that you can't be a random dude that just popped up talking about
sell some booty. You know,
come on,
I doubt it. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna agree to disagree on that because when it comes to marketing, I feel like you can make anyone try anything if you market it properly. But I do believe that Megan Thee Stallion or a Glorilla can sell those vagina incense if they did try to. But I feel like as young females in the game, it's like, you know, you're not like, yeah, they have a sexual image, but you're not trying to give the image that you are a whore. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, think about it. When you said it, I thought of it as, okay, she's older, you know, and she's always had that essence of being, just this
different.
This oracle.
Yeah.
I feel like if they do it now, it'd be like I'd be looking at it like.
But that's my point.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but we're agreeing. That's my point. Like,
we totally agree. I'm just bringing out my thoughts on it.
No, because you said we'll have to agree to disagree.
No, I was talking about to disagree that they couldn't sell a product like that. I feel like they can. It's just going. But you look at it crazy. But think about it. You looked at Erykah Badu crazy when she said
we did, because we're not part of that circle.
Truly.
Her people they sold out in like hours. They said or days or 12 hours or something like that. So like
it's probably still selling like crazy.
And they
Yeah, it's probably still selling like crazy.
Oh, I thought you just probably pissed selling like crazy.
Man, you believe anything, bro? They had a woman, man, you heard it on the Breakfast Club a while ago, maybe like 2 years ago. That woman was selling farts in a jar.
Which is crazy.
That's why I totally believe anything could be sold if marketed correctly.
All right, Judge. All right, lawyer.
I'm just saying, like, bro, she was selling farts in a jar.
Did it sell?
Yeah, Yes.
Did you buy one?
No. I
ain't
don't
gonna
want to smell nobody else's ass.
You give me Charlemagne vibes.
I'm not smelling the seat.
Yeah, you give me Charlemagne when she stands up. You got to give a little sniff.
Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not even a big smell person when it comes to like. I am a big smell person. Like I'd rather like I ain't gonna lie. I can't be around no funk. Man, female, child, or else like or in different like I can't. Be around
but when
funk.
I was younger, I did used to smell the seats. Come on, don't give me no quiet. Come on, hold up. Hey, I thought this was a judgment-free zone. But not for freaky reasons.
I don't know what this man got going on.
Not for freaky reasons.
I do not condone. Then he didn't say whether it was man or female yet.
Bro, no, it was definitely my mom's seat.
Whoa!
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm being honest.
Whoa!
I remember.
You was smelling your mom's butt?
Yeah. I remember being like 7, 6, maybe 8. No, probably about 7 or 6. And then my mom would stand up. I run to this chair and sniff it. And then I thought I was the only one that did that. Then I saw it on my wife and kids when Katie did it. And I was like, oh, kids do this. Okay. I ain't bad. Hey, man, hey, what it is, cuz?
This is the highlight.
I'm being vulnerable.
Of my morning.
And you're laughing at me. This is why our friendship ain't gonna make it. This is why as soon as we get famous, Ty gonna go somewhere else and we not gonna make it. We can't be vulnerable with each other.
You can't be telling people you was smelling your mama's seat, man.
Bro, so you never smelled your mama's seat?
No!
Have you ever smelled your teacher's seat?
No! I've stared at her breast in middle school before. I've got hard. I ain't gonna lie. All right, this is embarrassing, but I've got hard over like old women when I was in school.
When you say old women,
like, our teachers were like,
if you were 8, then she was probably like 20, so she wasn't really old. Or
no,
30.
no, nigga, like
50s.
Like nigga, she had a little gray.
Oh wow,
that meat used to get hard. At some point when you became a young teenage boy, and I broke my virginity early, so it was like I used to just get hard.
Well, yeah, we can't help it at that age.
Hard, like I think that's why maybe that's where a couple of the fetishes come from. Because like even when I look at older women now, for some reason I'm like I'm oddly attracted to a lot of older women. Crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been attracted to older women.
For real?
Yeah, I don't think that's my bag.
I be looking at it like they have more experience, and I always looked at it like that as a child. So like I'd be like, oh man, I'd get on this thing, shit go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like some perv type shit. Well, not perv, but just young hormones.
Did you ever have a teacher in high school that you were attracted to?
A lot of them.
Really?
A lot of them. I told you, I was a little like I lost my virginity early, so I was a horny little dude. I had a teacher one time. Shout out to Miss Matthews. I don't know, I forgot your first name, but shout out to Miss Matthews. I was at JB Martin. Shout out to my boy Daz. He remember this story. He always reminds me of it. And she leaned down like this to like kind of like look me in the eyes because she was kind of tall for a white lady, and she was kind of fine too. So she leaned down and she tried to look me in the eyes, and I saw directly down her shirt, nothing but titties, bro.
You have no bra on?
Man, no. And she was trying to talk to me and chastise me about this, and she was a science teacher. She was trying to talk to me about this. And I remember looking her straight down her chest like this. And she was like, no, I'm here. And I looked up and went right back, and she was like, all right, Tyron, just go sit down. Ask my partner dance, you hear me?
Hey, is that one of them teachers that got caught for messing with kids?
No. That bro, in
Destrehan,
that happens on that side.
In our area, there's always a teacher. Almost every 3 or 4 years, there's always a teacher messing with these kids, and the kids always gotta.
Man, no, because
it's not kids. They're in high school.
You're condoning. I understand as a male fantasy, we would love to have sex with our teacher at a young age, but we can't think about ourselves at that young age. We have to think about it from now to what it is now. That for what it is then. That is predatory behavior by a teacher.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That is a child.
Okay.
They're still developing, no matter if they, womb. You know what I'm saying? But because you're teaching there, I don't care if they're 18, 19, they're still at school, and they're about to get up out of there.
Yeah.
Wait till they get up out of there.
And then do your thing.
And then do y'all thing. Y'all, because, bro, like, we live in a lot of these local places. These teachers go to some of the same bars your parents go to.
That's a fact.
And some of these young cats, they know people who own these bars or these places, and they're able to get in.
Yeah.
So by being able to get in, you get around that teacher. Oh, she's been drinking. Oh, da. You don't know how she feeling or how he feeling. But wait till they get out of the school, then go with your Shannon Sharpe act. You know what I'm saying? Then put that big black baby in her. I love you.
It's crazy because now that I'm older and I'm seeing all of the teachers that are teaching now, which are people that went to my same high school, and they're my age. And I'm like, they're like, well, some of them, not all of them. I'm like, she's fine. Whenever you're in like high school, I guess my mind wasn't on that. I always thought that my teachers were like in the 30s. No, I'm sorry, like in the 40s and 50s. I feel like these kids are getting like
fine teachers. No, huh?
Because I know one girl specifically that I went to high school with. I think she teaches at J.B. Martin or maybe she's at Hornville. I don't know. But in high school, I had the biggest crush on this girl. And I'm just thinking like,
some boys getting hard under that table.
That's not what I know. I don't know that at all.
I used to get hard for some of them teachers under the table, boy.
I don't know that at all. I don't know that at all.
Man,
I don't be worried about what boys doing under the table. I'm just saying.
Preserve
like,
your kids.
It's crazy because
for sex.
But do you think teachers are getting younger and younger? Because when I was in high school, I think the youngest teacher we had was like 23, but like that was it. Nah, because Miss
oh no, we had teachers.
The biology teacher, she was pretty young, but you don't really know their age because they act so serious. These teachers nowadays, I've seen teachers on TikTok. They be wearing like fitted dresses, and they be like,
"Your teachers,
why are you doing? Like which one? Like who?"
I'm not throwing no teacher under the bus.
You just threw Miss Matthews under the bus.
No. I didn't throw her under the bus. I just looked at her titties. I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about how there was a teacher that dressed provocative, but there was some teachers that like not a lot of them. Let's be real, not a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But there were some teachers that you know what I'm saying. They came in. And it was like.
Do you have a favorite teacher that you can think back that like had a good impact on your life?
Miss Ava Wright. Miss Ava Wright. I could tell this story. I was in, I want to say 4th grade at Lakewood Elementary. Miss Ava Wright. And it was crazy how I remember this story. I was supposed to be the line leader, and we was rotating classes, going back and forth between classes, and she didn't know that I was the line leader for that day. And instead of me saying, "Hey, Miss Ava Wright, I'm the line leader," I was like, "I'm the line leader," and she wrote me up, sent me to in school or whatever, bam. And then that same lady had sat me down, had a conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? About the blow up, and then told me within that same meeting she was going to sign me up for talented theater. And I got the tryout for talented theater in the 4th grade, and I was in talented theater from the 4th grade till I graduated high school. You know what I'm saying?
Talented theater, like doing what? Like acting?
Yeah.
Why you lying? Ty, we went to high school at the same time.
Bro,
Ty. I never saw you on. Stop.
Because I was trying to sign a scholarship, to football scholarship. But yeah, bro, you can Google me. I had got best supporting actor in state my senior year playing Tom Robinson and To Kill a Mockingbird. I think.
Oh wow! Shout out to you.
We did the trial scene, and I got best supporting actor out of all those kids.
Oh wow!
That was nice.
Shout out to you.
Yeah,
that was high school or middle school?
High school.
Oh, wow.
No, that was elementary school. I was in the 4th grade when I got in. Oh yeah, my senior year is when I won it. Yeah. Well, you can Google me, Tyron Hills.
Oh, you won it your senior year?
I won it my senior.
Oh,
I didn't go to state the other couple because like I'm competing. Like your senior year is like I'm playing these other sports. I just signed a scholarship.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had one teacher. I had Miss Sturgis. When I first moved to America and in Boston, Miss Sturgis in Boston. What was the name of my school? Something middle school. Whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no friends. And I was very weird compared to Americans because I'm coming from a different country and I don't know the culture. I don't understand the culture at all. All I understand is what I've seen on Disney. And that's not real life when you go to the hood. That's not white picket fences and we all just jolly and walking in the throwing pit. Nah, that's not what it was.
The wrong channel, G.
Yeah. So once I went to high school, I couldn't make any friends. So she would always like sit with me at lunch. Not a lot. I would go to her room and I would just go in there and sit with her at lunch and she would just entertain me and we would just talk and she was very encouraging. She was very encouraging and she was very nice. I also was a nice boy back then. But yeah, Miss Sturgis, that's the one teacher I think like had a great impact on me. And I feel like teachers should get paid more, bro.
Yeah, but like if I had to pick a lead, I agree with, like, there's a couple of teachers, like, but Miss Ava Wright, I feel like she was the one that set me on this path of, like, where I can look at things differently. Like, when I watch movies and all different types of stuff, like, through my experience of going throughout that program, like, I look at a lot of things differently, and I believe, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Miss Ava Wright. Shout out to Miss Sturgis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Shout out to Miss Matthews.
Teachers,
hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Matthews. You know what I'm saying?
Teachers deserve to get paid a lot more. Teachers deserve to get paid a lot more. Firefighters deserve to get paid a lot more. Officers deserve to get paid a lot more. I mean, people that just work for the government, I ain't gonna lie, but teachers definitely, because I be watching these videos and these kids be wilding nowadays. I don't know why anybody would sign up today to be a teacher. I really don't get it,
man. You shaping the future.
Like, I get it, but these kids don't want to be shaped. Is what I'm basically saying.
No. They want to be shaped. It's the connotation that we get from seeing those couple of videos that we get. Those, how they say the idiom, the bad apple spoils the bunch.
Yes,
or bad apple can spoil the bunch. Like that's what we get that connotation of. Oh man, these kids don't want to be taught. No, it's just that one kid that had a blow up. It got online and it went crazy. Not granted, there are other blow ups throughout the year. We know we went through high school. There are other things, but if you're that teacher to that kid, that teacher can talk that kid off a ledge.
Yeah,
that's how great. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why a lot of people would go into teaching, not just because of the money. We understand that it takes tenure to make better and better money, but you should, be paid a lot better. But I don't have the formula, and I don't know the formula to how they can make that happen. Yeah. But I do agree with that. Trust me, teachers, we're with y'all, and firefighters and all other public service workers. But I think now they go into it just to change, just to really make a difference.
Yeah, a lot of people I hear say that they go into being teacher is because of that specific thing. She was like, a teacher in my life at one point affected my life and put me on the right path. So now I want to be that same effect for the kids going up.
Mm-hmm. And most teachers were married growing up.
Yeah.
Most of our teachers were married. It's like just some of them, but you didn't realize the one that was single was kind of struggling. I'm like, I didn't know.
Yeah. I didn't know this to high school, because I remember there was this one teacher. She was fired. She was short. There was a white lady. She taught English. Thought some type of
talking
English.
about Miss Johnson, huh?
Miss Johnson.
I love Miss Johnson.
Miss Johnson was
She's a librarian now at Hornville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, shout out to Miss Johnson.
Shout out to Miss Johnson.
Miss Holly Johnson.
For real, Miss Holly Johnson. She was also a great teacher to me.
And Miss Hoffman. I love you, Miss Hoffman.
Miss Hoffman was the Bayou lady.
Yeah, I love you, Miss. She got me
had that
tennis.
thick accent.
She had me. She got me to play tennis my junior year. I'm gonna tell you that story.
Okay. I realized that Miss John, like teachers like that, because she was single, whenever they wore the same clothes, I thought it was just like by choice. But a lot of times it's just be like she was. I think one point she told me it was like, or she was just talking in the class while I'm over her. It was like she was just struggling because they don't get paid what they deserve. And on top of that, I think she was teaching like honors English or something like that, because she was a really good teacher.
Doing a lot more, yeah.
You're doing a lot more with a lot less. And even though we're in a good district, so for our district, I'm pretty sure they get paid good, but it's still not what they deserve for all of the work that they put in and all the overtime they put in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You played tennis?
I played tennis, bro. Miss
shout out. You got a lot of stories with you, ain't it?
Shout out to Miss Hoffman, man. Shout out to my boy Adam Hoffman. It was his mom. I had the class with them, man. It was a fun class. And like science has always been my worst subject. So
math is mine.
It's like those kids who couldn't read well, they'll start either making jokes or try to punch on somebody.
Yeah.
I made jokes.
Yeah.
So she always laughed at me. I always had the class laughing, but it's like, you're not doing too well, my boy.
Yeah.
So she came to me one day with a proposition. She was like, hey, I'll carry you through this. I don't care. Like, I'll graduate and I'm done. Like,
you done. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've been graduated 10 years
you know what I'm
now.
saying? But she basically was like, you're doing average. I had like a C, so I was gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, I know you need a B for your clearinghouse. You know what I'm saying? Or be a better for your clearinghouse. She was like, look, I'll give you. You
one of them football players that got. She was like, he ain't really smart.
No, I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm intelligent. I'm very intelligent. Smart. I graduated college.
He was a good athlete. He was a good athlete.
I graduated college.
He was a really good athlete. He was a really good athlete. And they was like, we got to get him the pass. Oh,
I graduated college.
We found the truth.
No,
we found out. Okay.
This I started playing. This is my junior year.
Yeah,
we know. She got me out of classes to see. You know what I'm saying? She seen college coach. So she was like, look, can you you don't run track or anything like that? I said, no, I don't run track. I want to go home. I like the rest. Like I like to be cool.
Yeah.
Have a and she was like, look, just come play. It's a spring sport. I need somebody to play tennis or they're going to shut down my boys. I just need one more boy. I said, man, Miss Hoffman, I suck. She was like, hey, look, I know you need this B in this class.
You got blackmailed.
She was like, you know,
with love, with love.
It's the spring semester, so she like, you know, you might want to. She's like, look, I can make something happen if you can't. I said, all right. I said, I could come out and try. All right, cool. I said, well, you can get it. She's like, I'll take care. I'll get you the shoes, everything. I, get your uniform.
Yeah.
I feed you out there and everything. Woman took care of me. I love you, Miss Hoffman. Man, I went out there, sucked. Sucked. You know what I'm saying? For a minute. And then but I went through the rest of the year, right? And then but I was really good at doubles because I'm long. Like, I have long arms.
Pause.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really good at doubles. So we make it to the state tournament for doubles, me and another young cat, you know what I'm saying?
Dang,
but keep in mind, we sucked to the point we had to play we was like middle season. Bro, ain't too many people good in tennis.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
so y'all
we was at the bottom of the
Y'all made it because there wasn't a lot of
people. So we lost
that.
That one, and then somebody had got hurt, so she needed somebody to play the top seed in singles. And I said, Miss Hoffman, you know I suck. She was like, I just need you to go out there and give it your best shot. She's like, we need somebody, and I can't put your boy because he was really good, and everybody else was really good. And she needed him to play, and they had good seeding. So I'm like, all right. So boy, I went out there, man, son.
Whooped you.
Boy, I beat the sleeves off my behind, son. I'm talking about, son. No lies, son. Like I real when I scored like it was like 30
love. I know love means 0.
Yeah, 30 love. There we go. Because you bring it back to the terminology. 30 love. I'm like, all right. Man, bro, I scored. Bro, he hit the ball into the net on his first serve, right? Boom. And he came back. So he just, you know what I'm saying? He served it up nice. Just a nice little overhand. Boom. It became slow. I hit it back to him. Pow. The one, it's like a blind squirrel finding a nut. Bow, I hit that bit back. It went perfect. Boom. You know what I'm saying? He was working the whole day, so it just went right past him. Boy, the whole crowd went crazy. I was like, ah! I was in that bit like, yeah! And then he tore my ass up for the rest of the match.
Yeah. He was like, oh, that's how you want to play. Okay, cool.
But one thing I truly remember is Miss Hoffman feeding me good that day. It was like, you did good, champ. I'm like, Miss Hoffman, you don't realize I'm going to college for football. You destroyed all my confidence.
That's crazy.
But I came back my senior year and I played, I had a better year.
So you stayed.
Yeah, I came back and played with her my senior year. You know what I'm saying? I even took another class with her. So
yeah, because that's an easy B.
It was an easy B.
The world, if you play tennis, you got to be like, we good. Like, what we talking about?
None. It's like the guys that used to get paid back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say nothing. But now that they getting paid, hey, I got a little something. You can't do nothing about it.
Oh, you did?
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, till you got to do something?
I ain't got.
Till you was that good, T?
I got camps paid for.
You was that good?
I wouldn't. I was a 3-star. Have you take that?
I don't know what that means.
Out of 5, you get 5 total, nigga. I got 3.
So the higher, the better.
You can Google me, Tyron Hills, Tyrenhills.
Okay, I knew you was that good. Well,
I'm not saying I was great. Obviously, I'm not in the NFL or anything like that. Like I'm not.
I'm saying that good compared.
I played in
high
college.
school. That's what I'm saying for high school time.
Yeah, I signed a scholarship and I played in college.
Did you start
in college?
Uh-huh.
No,
boy,
no. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I had concussions. They say people think you be thinking of business. You thinking business decisions. Hey, man, look, we had a coaching change. You know how coaching change is, boy. They let the young I played. Don't get me wrong, I played, but cause I let it 3 years. You know what I'm saying? But so when the new coaching regime came in, bro, you know what I'm saying? They played. I was teaching him. I'm like, nah, hey, look at it like this. All right, see, good. And he making plays. He start, all right, cool. But when I had to come in for my little couple of plays, I did my thing. But I'm like, hey, young fella, get back out here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I had 2 concussions, bro. I had 2 concussions that look, the first one I was like, oh, I fight through this. The second one, at my junior year, I was like, I just gotta make it out. And then once we started doing all the work, this is how you know you was
junior
done.
year college or high school?
College. This is how I knew I checked out in college. I was like, I got to a point where I was just like, I don't want to get up to do none of this stuff. I used to love getting up to go work out. Used to love getting up to go compete and get better and show these people I'm better than them. You know what I'm saying? But I got to a point, I'm like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. I done cracked my cranium twice.
Yeesh.
But yeah, shout out to my boys out there at Nicholls State, man. I, you know what I'm saying? I had a great college experience. Shout out to Coach Rebo, Coach Rybecky, Coach Thompson, Coach Scott, all them guys that came in and, you know, and helped me out. Coach Banks,
who
everybody.
Talking about. Nobody knows who you're talking about.
Yeah, you can look them up.
Nobody
Great. A
knows
lot of them still coaching. Coach Scott is a state championship coach in Louisiana.
But nobody knows who you're talking about.
Coach Rebo is a they won the conference.
We ain't
Him and
asking for
Rybecky,
more
Coach
explanations. We're
Yeah.
saying they don't know what we're talking
They're
about, so
winners.
we can just stop there.
They're winners. You know what I'm saying? Come
Jeez.
from a winning
Oh,
program.
my
You hear me? Shout out to my Nicholls State people, man. Nicholls State University, man.
Good, don't
Hey, you better. Them boys are great. Shout out to as long as Coach Rebo there and Coach Rybeck and all them boys.
Them boys probably be
handling
like 2 and 7 or 2 and 9. Come on, T, stop, T, stop.
What Chad say? Child, please.
Hey,
Child, please.
I'm about to say it.
But yeah, teachers are important. Shout out to all our teachers out there. We just want to say that y'all get like just for us to reminisce and go back down that road. For that, man, that you know what I'm saying. Like teachers have made a big impact in our lives.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's very important. You know, to have good teachers in your life. And this is me just don't have nothing to say. I'm just prolonging that because I
no. Well, let me say this then, man.
Say
Like, how
something.
come y'all didn't give me no coochie? You know what I'm saying? All the fine teachers out there. Don't get me wrong. I understand.
That
I had the
is
piece of head. You know what I'm saying? Your boy, but I was still lanky.
That
know what I'm
is
saying?
Crazy. So you just went from defending the teachers. I mean, defending the
defending them.
students. Saying like that's predator. Now
No,
you're saying
don't-
you want it to be predator. You want it to be a
No.
Predator.
Not as us as grown men looking at that now for grown women messing with young kids. That's predatory behavior for those young women, no matter how it develops.
Yeah, because if we, when the coach messed with the girl,
right, that's predatory
it
behavior.
looks crazy. So
they ain't supposed to cross none of
no
them lines.
boundaries. I agree.
Especially if you was messing with her after she. I'm talking about it could have been 30 minutes after she graduated. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all
You should be
exchange
good.
numbers. She don't go to school no more. Like,
Right.
and she's of legal age. Go ahead, my boy.
You're right.
But that's you. Me personally, I can't do it. I don't see how any grown man can look at a little girl, especially me. Like I'm saying, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro, I'm. You know what? I'm not even gonna go down that road.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say that
Yeah, that's not
I don't see how men who are or women that are in position like that can go for that. But again, I'm not in their position, so I'm not here for their perspective. I don't really know their perspective, but I can say from my perspective, I think that that's some sick shit. I ain't gonna lie. Forgive me for cursing.
I'm about to say, man,
that
all
was
this
sick,
cussing, man.
bro. But that's sick, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, at least wait till they graduate.
No, freaky there.
Come on now. But when I was in school, shit, you should have gave me that coochie.
I feel like we could end it here. I guess I feel like we say that, but could you really handle it at that age? Could you handle a girl? Well, let me stop. Okay, yeah, you know. My perspective is very different from yours, obviously, because I was a virgin till I was like 21. So my perspective is very different. Because whenever I finally got it, I was going a little too crazy. I was like, I love this, and I love you, I'm in love, and all of these crazy.
I lost my virginity to an older woman.
And that's why I say our perspectives is different. So that's why maybe you already had the experience and it didn't bother you.
Man, let me tell you where I got my count. Once she said, "Oh, that feel good," I said, "Oh, I got her." My confidence shot through the roof. I was trying to fuck everything that moved. Well, forget what I'm cursing.
All right, that's another episode.
That was Young T Hills. I'm a grown man now. We ain't going. We're just saying, but when young men, I'm sorry, let me say this, but watch your kids. Keep them as innocent early, and then let them just, come to you and discover all that later, so they can have questions. You can answer it. You can talk to them. Get comfortable with it because it's a part of life. It's like death. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to talk.
But you don't want your kids that's out here just having sex.
No,
man.
no, you
man.
want them to understand that what you do with your body is important. You know what I'm saying?
And protect it, and protect your body.
Yeah,
boys too, because everybody always says the girls should protect because they have the whatever. Boys, protect your penises too. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That sounds
wild.
Man,
Like if they clip that up and just put, I look crazy.
Yeah, you do. I look crazy. Wow, boys, protect your penises.
And you repeat it. Okay, well, we're both in there.
We're both clipped. Hey, I told you we was in it for life. Hey.
It's been another episode of the Pillow Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHT, and this is my guy.
_ TLs. Besides the booty juice, I guess follow me for the saving of.
Advice, peace, love. Bye, y'all.